Here's the best AURENA beginner build. Here are the constellations I'm using, and we're going to play on the normal deep sleep difficulty. Let's get into it, guys. So, we want to first of all have a short look at the abilities. The passive is just giving you some heal on the attacks. You are melee, you can dash as always, and also the golden burst will be our main actually ability. It's very spammable, but usually you need also to get health sacrificed. But we got 2 perks in, which with we actually don't need to sacrifice anything if we have the first attack or using a dodge first. And the more we stack it up, the crazier the range and the damage will be. And then you can just literally like 1 or 2 shots here the most things. Yeah. After dashing with like 3 seconds of using our golden burst again. So quite some good time. And we also should get some beam of light for healing in on top. That's like pretty decent for us. Okay, then we have some healing, some damage. Let's go, guys. We want to take also like the red fights here on the explanation marks, for example, to get better loot in. That's pretty nice, pretty much what we want, guys. And then we can just have here a good time. Just dash, and you also don't need to hesitate so much. You can really take it kind of slowly. You also can just heal up a bit here, also not too shabby. Yeah, so how you want to play again, you just do first the golden burst, dash, burst, dash, burst, dash, burst, and then you can have a really big AoE here, with which you can kill the most things in the early game and also later the bosses pretty well. And you can also use it obviously more, but then you would sacrifice health, which we kind of don't want because we have not so much access to healing yet. Okay, we get here Dark Bolt, fine. Yeah, so that's kind of the main build, and now I'll show you how to win easily the run with it. Yeah, and also what we want to build around it. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's like not too hard to play honestly, but very strong in general. Okay, and you really can also take your time to just aim. Because the AoE is like actually pretty big, and you also can actually stack up your opponents pretty nicely, that you actually hit like as many at once. Because you kind of don't want to spam it in the early game when you actually don't have access to good healing amounts. And these things also can crit honestly. So that's like a huge damage amount, especially for World 1. Okay, let's go. Okay, what do we gain here, guys? Let's see. Shadow Walk. We definitely want the Shadow Walk. Want more mobility in. So I'm taking this here. Mobility is always great. And then we can just, in the early game, upgrade Golden Burst to get more damage in. Yeah, so healing, some movement is very good, and then with damage. Very nice. Okay, let's go, guys. Let's go and get them. Mobility is always needed for the boss fights and also just for dodging like the normal bosses here, mini bosses and spiders and shit. Because especially with this build you want to have something like an Shadow Walk to give you more survivability and more movement. Because you will move with the dashes pretty aggressively, just because you want to use like your Golden Burst. So elsewise you would have nothing to really move away from the opponents much. That's especially important in this build. That was kind of missed. Yeah, I mean ideally you also are able to like move away, dodge something and then attack, but that's like a bit more advanced. So having something like a Shadow Walk just makes it a lot easier. Okay. Yeah, and you also should probably try... Let's first take a small boss fight here. Yeah, like easy piece, like 600 damage on the first stage. That's like really low. Yeah, and then we want to scale into AP ideally or Memory Haste. AP just scales up Golden Burst, and Memory Haste can give us more mobility on the other spells. So we don't want attack speed, no attack damage, we take the Memory Haste here. And then we go on. Okay, next good fight, let's go, get some good loot in. That's what we want to see, guys. Yeah, and what I want to say is also, ideally you can also clump up the opponents a bit before you do something. because then you simply can hit more at once. And then you have like a faster progress. Okay, that's good. Like the small spiders, you also can just click, don't need to do so much. And you also kind of want to stack up these stacks you see. You can have up to 3 stacks. And the more stacks you have, the more damage you do, but also the more health you would sacrifice if you would sacrifice it if you don't play with the dodge. Yeah, that's also important to know. So it's more damage, but also more like downside if you fuck up. So, but the good thing is, you just can play kinda really pretty slow. 3 seconds is a long time. Always start with like one of the golden burst attacks, and then just dash into attack, dash attack, and then wait till cooldowns are again available. So here we can do it also like you see, like the damage is like insanely high. Okay, we get a pretty good reward here from the mini boss. Easy peasy. What do we gain? Memory haste, like I don't think we want health, we go full damage. Memory haste or leveling up. I think leveling up is pretty good. So we level up first here the golden burst, and then we actually should take probably memory haste. It's more valuable because it also is for the other things. Yeah, we should definitely take memory haste. It's really valuable because then we just get also more cooldowns on the other things. Okay, and then we just progress. Okay, so really good rewards here. The purple ones are like pretty huge. Okay. Yeah, and the more we level it up, the more crazy we are getting here. And also the range actually gets, I think, a bit bigger if you do the attacks on full Ritter stacks. It's called like the golden stacks you have here. Okay, this one. Let's go, let's get some more rewards in. And let's do it. So this is nothing we want, this, the frost sword. I want to find a shop to use some money, obviously. And find some healing, potentially, probably. Okay, and just keep dodging opponents. Be happy. And we also can just use our other skills a bit here if you want. Because why not? Also for dodging things a bit more. Yeah. Okay, very nice. And then you have a pretty easy time here early on. Okay, nothing else now. Let's go. There's a shop. Let's take the shop. See if you can find any form of healing or shields or sustain. Because the damage will be high enough, so we just need probably a bit more shield and a bit more mobility. There's a virtue. Virtue is very strong in general. Also move speed with the Quicksilver is good. We could get rid actually of the Dangerous Fury. We don't need this so really. And then we just take in move speed and virtue. So virtue we want to have actually onto our dodge. And we also can get the Quicksilver just onto the explosion because we cast this like the most of the times. Yeah, and then we can just go into the boss fight. We saw a shop, we got some value, so we can just progress actually. Yeah, so especially in the boss fights, the dodge with the Shadow Walk is pretty valuable always. Our Golden Burst has only 0.2 seconds cooldown anyways, and we have some healing, so that's pretty good. So. And then we just hit the guy as much as we can, just nicely, slowly. Don't need to be too fancy or anything. Just make sure you hit like kind of for sure, you know. And then you have like a very easy boss fight. Okay, we're just upgrading again here the Golden Burst. Because if you have like a bit of survivability, a bit of sustain, and then high damage, then the boss fights will just be really chill. Because if you can kill them really fast, they also can't really harm you so much. Because then you don't need to dodge that much things. Okay, we go first into the good fight, then into shop, see what we can gain, and progressing on the second world, which is here actually, yeah, a pretty decent world pass. We dodged the fire world, which is kind of a bit annoying. And then we just to make sure that we hit like the most things after we used our dash. So make sure you also really hit like a lot of them. I'm also not really auto-attacking here, because we're melee and I don't really want it so much. But you definitely could also squeeze in some auto-attacks, obviously. So, that's fine. Alright, easy fights. What do we gain here? Starry Skies for auto-attacking, not so really. Yeah, like we could just get the blade in, I guess. That's a bit of extra damage. Not insane, but definitely worth it for now. Because we're casting so much. We have not that much money, but I still want to see the shop. Because, as I said, giving us like some good essences is definitely also pretty key. So let's see. Momentum, we don't auto-attack. Flow not. Oh, flow. We do deal light damage, but the flow could reduce some cooldowns. Not the craziest things though. Yeah, I think an ice barrier is always really good. This is like just giving us a bit more defense. I like it. We go for it. So then we have like basically damage, movement, healing, and shield. That's like literally everything we want. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I could dodge a bit better here, obviously. It's fine because we have healing. But yeah, you should definitely dodge better there. And use your shield a bit more. So I'm even fucking a bit up and we're still like in the easy mode. So. Should just use a bit more spells here. Okay, fine. What do we gain here? Health? No. Ability power? Yes. And then we just level up the burst more. Because we just want more damage. Let's go. So another mini boss. So we also want to kill like first the big things ideally, and then the small guys. Okay, very good. What do we gain here? Hemorrhage we don't want with this build. Did I miss something here? No, just a heal. Wait, we can go back. We have enough, I think, for another upgrade. After farming this here. Yeah, we go one another upgrade. And then the damage gets also up pretty fast, pretty high. Yeah. And this is like our bread and butter, the damage source. Okay, we go into another shop. We have not so much money, but we could potentially sell something. We see something really good. Not momentum, not sulfur. Don't want anything here. It's fine. And then we just go straight to the next boss, kinda. And just take the fights we see on the way. Okay. So the small ones I just kill with my normal attacks. And then we see already like pretty high damage. 170 it can crit. Then it's doing 300 damage. That's pretty nice, not gonna lie. Yeah, and they're also clumping here quite a bit fast. That's pretty good. So, heal up a bit, easy peasy, let's go. Yeah, the laugh thing. Yeah, we can like just dismantle this. The laugh thing we don't want, not so great. I want to see another shop, sure. Like if we find it on the way, we will take it. Cause why shouldn't we watch into this? But also, I mean here, that's all nothing we really want to see. It's fine. And then we go just like more towards the boss fight. Okay, let's go, guys. Very good. Okay, clump up for me, guys. That's what we want to see. Very nice. Okay, let's go. And the mobility of the Shadow Walk is like really nice. So, don't want to get hit here from you guys. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Should also try to kill always first like the things which doing the big screams. And then the smaller ones and the spiders. But they're like the most scary. Alright, let's go. Yeah, just go straight into the boss fight here, it's fine. So the boss on this area is also not too hard. So we should be pretty good here. We have some HP, we can heal up a bit. All fine. Oh, voila, I was a bit too slow there. Where's the right one? So he's just splitting up here. I think that's the right one. Yeah. Okay. Hitting you. So that's a bit annoying of the face. Okay, easy fight. Getting reward, getting a bit of health, let's go. And we just upgrade the golden burst more. We just want more damage, then we can make better, like faster fights, and then we have easier games. Okay, let's go. Next world, number 3. Let's get it done, guys. Let's get it done. Okay, we have enough HP, don't need anything here. Just go into the good fights and go through the world kind of fast. So our damage gets higher and higher, dodge the opponent stuff, and be happy. Okay, so try to kill the guys first who are dealing like the most damage, which are like the guys in the back here. Like we also can just use some stuff like this here. Yeah, and here it's also kind of important that we already have a bit more mobility, because the guys here are kinda annoying a bit, honestly. So just kill them after each other, basically. You don't need to hit like all at once, you know. You can just take them down one by one. That's pretty fine. And just more golden burst, guys. We want more golden burst. And what do we find here? Regeneration. Yeah, we put a regeneration onto our golden burst, because it costs a lot, and then this gives us also regen. If we actually also casting it maybe a bit with sacrificing health. Next shopping time, let's see. Shadow, like, there's another Shadow Walk. We could get rid of the beam, because mobility is better than beaming. We also could just get a guidance in. I think the blade is something we don't want anymore. That's not so valuable for us. We definitely want to take like a guidance in for a bit shield generation. You put it next to the regen to enhance the heal also again. And then, I mean, I could consider to get a Shadow Walk again in, which I think is pretty worth it. So we're selling here the Beam of Light, because we have now the regen, which gives us the sustain. And having double Shadow Walk is pretty good, because you can actually use both. They have like independent cooldowns. For everybody who did not know. So that's pretty valuable to pick up a second one. And we're putting also the better one here on the charge. And then we get more mobility and more sustain while dodging just the opponent's attacks. Okay, good. And we also get obviously a bit more damage just for this. Okay, very good. Nice, nice. Let's go. Yeah, and then we also gain just some shield. Just nice. Mini boss? No. Okay, they stack up here for us quite nicely. Okay, the more they stack up, the easier of it is like to hit them with us. For us, I mean. Okay, another fight? No. Yeah, so and we just gain some shield here, which gives us just more sustain. Yeah, we just go like to the bottom into the boss fight, I guess. We don't need to farm the map too much here. We like having the stuff we want, actually. Okay. Should kill the big guys first and shoot where the best area is, actually, to hit the most units. And we also can just do the right clicks to finish off things. And our shield is pretty decently high, actually. So we also use our other shield to get more defense in. And then we just press the buttons after each other to utilize them at its hopefully best. Okay, stack them up. You also can just use the Shadow Walk just to gain here a bit more damage in overall, because we don't need to dodge that much here. So, and also you can right click on top if you have enough APM for it, guys. But you also can play it just a bit slower. Okay, easy peasy. What do we gain here? Health, memory haste, attack speed. I'm pretty sure the memory haste, like the memory haste is in general in the early game, like very valuable. Just to also cast like the shield and the Shadow Walk more. That's pretty good. We don't want to heal up. We have enough health. Then we go into the next good fight we actually find. Really nice. Let's go. Oh, that was the wrong direction. Okay. Yeah. And we're just trying to hit the most people here at once. Okay. Should also kill like the things first, which having like no shield onto them or anything. You can also hit here a bit in, but I feel like it's probably better to just focus first, you know, onto learning like the combo, and then you can squeeze some auto attacks later in. Because I think if you play it the first time, you need like a little bit of coordination with it. Not too much, but a bit. So let's see what we get here for reward. Mass protection is definitely worse than what we have, so we just dismantle it. And like now the golden burst gets kind of expensive, so I honestly would like to get some virtue value first in. To give me like another stack here. And then we save the rest for now. Yeah. So we get just one more stack in to have a even bit more mobility. That's really valuable overall. And then we just move into the boss fight. Of course we have like everything which we wanted here. Okay, so going on pretty well. The only thing you kind of need to make sure that you don't use like your burst ideally after the Shadow Walk. Sometimes, for me at least, I was feeling like, oh, now I used my dodge because I moved, but actually it was the Shadow Walk. So, and then you sack health. Like, sacking health was not the worst, but ideally you would like to not sack the health unless you can like finish off a boss. I mean, we also still healing, but you like if the fight getting sometimes a bit shaky, then you probably mispress the buttons, and then you will be happy if you actually still have like a high health pool. And probably also get hit from the opponents a bit, so then you also would like to rather have health than not. Okay. Okay. Just dodging the most things here. Like we also can just Shadow Walk around just to deal damage. Shadow Walk. It's also pretty solid. Okay. And then we deal like 2000 damage at a time, which is like pretty high in my opinion. Even if it's critting on top. So let's go. Next boss fight. On the next boss fight, it's pretty good to have high mobility, so we're pretty fine with this. And yeah, mobility is king. What can I say? Mobility is king, guys. Especially on the fight here on this world. Okay, and we also want to keep our stacks up. Because then we deal more damage if we have the stacks still up here of our dash. Okay, first phase done. It's good. So, which phase is he doing now? Okay, he's doing the phase where we need to run around to find the bubbles. So you always should also run after, like once the bubble is gone, you should run always around a bit. Because the next one will be definitely not where the first one was, or the one before. So it's valuable. Okay, good. That was the wrong button. I was... Okay, second phase, I was... there, so I misclicked like once there. Okay. Okay. Getting a bit shaky for me here. Okay, here you want really ideally dodge while you dodge something and then attack. Okay, fine, fine. Okay, and then, like, I got a bit much hit, but still easy fight. Okay. And then we just upgrade again our golden burst. Okay. I could have dodged a bit better, but still like, no. Easy peasy. Okay. And then we go into the fourth world. No problemo. You see the high mobility here on the Shadow Walks actually is doing like a lot. Elsewise it would be like way harder to find, like, for example, the bubbles. We do take a look in the shop. Because it's so near to us. So I really want to. Without the Shadow Walk, it would be definitely a bit more spicy, but there are also other spells like Backstab, for example, and Searing Charge, which you also can use for movement. So, what else do we want here? For example, here the Backstab. So, do we want the Vortex really? Vortex gives us a bit more passive damage. It's in general pretty solid. Yeah, I think we take a Vortex here. Can just put it like here on the other Shadow Walk. Then we move on. Just a good amount of extra damage, because we're scaling also with AP quite hard. So have just some attacks on top. Yeah, that's definitely worth it. And of course the Golden Burst also gets more expensive. We probably also want to level up something else to actually get like a bit more value in regard of not needing to get suboptimal upgrades. Okay, very good. So, and then we see here the rewards. So what do we have? Adventure, the one is nearly over, so Adventure is not doing much. Frost, Starry Sky also not, so we take the Adventure, it's the best, even though it's not that great. And we definitely should just upgrade a bit of Vortex for more damage, because I think we have enough mobility. Yeah, and then we move like towards the boss fight again. Okay. So, let's do the same again. Like, the damage is, you know, you kill the things here pretty fast, you see. So, pretty nice. Yeah, the most important thing is, I think, really, that you have, like, some mobility on top, because the dashes will be used for dealing damage. Oh, and don't get stuck on the corners like me there. But even if you get stuck at the corners, it's, like, pretty good to have just the Shadow Walk or other mobility that you can actually still escape, even if you corner yourself a bit. Like, on this map, sometimes I get cornered here, because I don't see that there are the rocks in the way. But it's still, you know, here. No problemo, guys. No problemo. Okay, So we could try to kill first all the small fuckers and then the big tanky thing, honestly. Because if you try first to kill like the big guy, then all the small things could fuck you up like kind of hard. Yeah, I think we are really fine with what we have here. So just take the highest level here to dismantle it for Dream Dust. Do we have something else here? No. And then we go on. Okay, another shop, sure, we take it. We also could need a well to upgrade with our Dream Dust things a bit more. Okay, Adventure upgrades here a bit the damage on the fire. Yeah, I don't think we really need the Ice Shield so much. Momentum, not Adventure, Momentum. Nothing I mean, I could upgrade this Ice Shield from level 1 to level 3. 100 barrier, 140. Probably not worth it. We are probably seeing another maybe we see another shop here. There could be another shop on the map. So we should probably gamble a bit for the shop. Okay. Yeah, and now you see like the damage is pretty high. Killing the things like pretty fast though. Okay, let's move on. Okay, mini boss fight. Okay, yeah. Easy mini boss though. Okay, rewards, we gain health, attack speed, damage. Attack damage. Yeah, I think that's because the attack speed and the attack damage does nothing really. We take the health. That's the best. Here's a well. We want a well and a good fight, and then we go boss fight afterwards. Okay. Okay, this thing is pretty fast. But the vortex is kind of clearing it off. That's pretty good. Okay, we get also really good red one. That's the best one we can gain on value. Attack speed, ability power, health. Yeah, we just want more ability power. Like 20 ability power is a lot, and our sustain is like good enough. So very good, very good. Like, because we don't really struggle here with our sustain, we can just go completely into damage, and then the fight's getting even easier. Because we like... Yeah, and also the vortex is like scaling with the AP really nicely. So actually pretty good. So, so what do we want? I don't think we need more charges here. We have move speed, we have a bit of regen. Like the regeneration, the pulse is already... The golden explosion is already kind of expensive, honestly. I think we upgrade it one more time. And then we go into Vortex, because it's just cheaper and also doing really good damage. So we just can use our Dream Dust simply more efficient. So if we wouldn't have the Vortex, we would just go completely into Golden Explosion more. Or maybe a bit more into one more Charge of Virtue. But because we have the Vortex, we can just, you know, diversify a bit the build we're playing here. But it's also pretty strong if you don't find a Vortex. But the Vortex, like as you see, is definitely also helping, but it's just scaling pretty well with the build we play here. Because it's also very strong AP scaling. Okay, we should always try kind of kill the guy who's spitting also kind of fast. Which we didn't here, but would be the goal. Because the spitter is like the most annoying thing. Okay. Yeah. But this time we're killing the spitter. Actually not faster. A bit faster. Because this spitting shit is like really the most annoying thing in this fight. Because the area is kind of limited here. We can just take a Quicksilver, a bit more move speed in. It's nice. And then we just go boss fight on the 4th world, guys. So this boss is actually not that hard, especially not with all your mobility. Like against the bosses, the mobility is like always king. What can I say? And because we have high mobility, because we build it into it, it's actually pretty nice. So we have to dodge here a lot. Okay, Vortex doing a good job. Okay, and now we have to stay always in the zones which are not red. Not get hit. Ah, wrong button. Yeah, so there you saw I pressed the wrong button there a bit. So we're happy that we can also heal here. Okay, like we should first kill like the small fuckers, honestly. Try to kill the small things first here, because they are a bit annoying. And then we have to kill the pillars in order that he stops rolling. Or did we kill all pillars? No, just one left. Okay. Okay, there's actually two left. So okay, so I'm just waiting till the pillars are down. He's stunning us. Okay. Like this phase can always be a bit shaky here, depending on what you have. Okay. This phase is pretty shaky. So, yeah, that was still kind of a bit closer because I didn't dodge like the phase with the zone so much. We have high mobility, but I fucked up a little bit. Still good in the run here, guys. And then we just upgrade. Yeah, we probably should just upgrade in this case, maybe the... not the Vortex now. We should just... Vortex? And maybe the Vortex even in this run. Okay, and then we go into the Rift of Beginnings to find the final boss, guys. Okay, like if you dodge better than me, guys, which you should, then you are also like a lot better here. But even if you dodge like me kinda shitty, it is still really fine. Okay, then we should definitely heal up before we go into the boss fights. Let's see what the shop has. So mobility is good. This not. Do I want a winter dive? I think winter dive is not so great. This gives me a 200 barrier. This gives me a 240 barrier. So now we should really get rid of the barrier. Take the level 5 barrier in. And like honestly, getting more barrier, is more barrier really, like this gives me really good amount of barrier too. I probably want now to have honestly the virtue. I mean the virtue. Like in this fight we probably want to have on the, like we probably want the barrier here. 200 barrier is pretty a lot. And the other things, maybe we play around barrier more. Then we have more sustain. In the next fight we don't need that much dodging. Is this true? Actually not really true. I should just try to burst him down, right? I think shield also gives us damage, right? And more sustain. Maybe we should go more to shield now. Maybe, like I want a double Shadow Walk though. So the rest we don't want. But we can just like buy the rest and just, you know, dismantle it. Like buy here one more thing just for dismantling it. Okay, we have enough Golden Burst. We didn't find a Clemency for heal, it would also fit really well. And I want like... If we could just go for either damage for Vortex or for 2 more charges onto this. I think just like if we kill it fast, we're really good here. So I go like for the damage. And then we're also selling the adventure thing because the run is like over. So we can just get the Vortex up here. If you wouldn't have the vortex, you should go into maybe one more point into explosion and then into virtue, because this gives you really high sustain, the virtue. So here we can just generate like a lot of shield. We can dodge a bit more. I mean, maybe is it actually better to have the shadow walk? I'm not quite sure. Maybe we want the shadow walk. Because dodging means also that we actually will have more health overall. So I think it's fine like this. Like maybe also Ice Shield would be fine with the Virtue. Depending on a bit, I guess, on what do you like, guys. So we also don't have to hit so much, because our passive Vortex will do a lot. But you want ideally just to Golden Burst, dodge his attacks, and then re-attack him. Yeah, use the Ice Shield whenever it's up, and just avoid the attacks. And let's knock onto in. Okay, some big knock on. Let's go, guys. Final boss fight of Shape of Dreams. Let's get it, guys. Okay, kinda long cutscene always. It's fine. But also, like, the start of the fight is looking pretty cool, if you ask me. Okay, so let's focus up and beat him up. Okay, this looks pretty cool, I feel like. Sorry, I feel like I'm not skipping here. Getting released, the big dog boy. Okay. If you also could just, like here, just dodge around a lot. Yeah. Okay. And we are just dying, huh? Fight too hard. Yeah, I'm just too bad at dodging, what can I say? I should play this better, guys, and then you can definitely win with this build. If you enjoyed watching, subscribe now to see more insane builds.